Hey, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We're back. It's Thursday. We're starting off our series again. Let me share it out, okay? So give me a second. Y'all know how I feel about my sharing. I gotta let my people know. Okay, this is what we're doing. I gotta share. So while I'm sharing and you're watching this on the replay, can you share it out too? Can you share this broadcast out as well, please? Thank you very much. I'm just about to share it on my 5,100 pages that I that I have. I'm about to share it out on my other platform. So give me 1 second. But let us know where you are from, what you do. Let me share more options. And so somebody was like, when I go live, do I have to share like that? When you go live, you can do what you want to do. It's your live. You can do what you want to do. You the boss. Whatever you say needs to be done is what needs to be done. Um, so I mean, you the boss. Apply to join membership. Trying to make sure I cover my bases because we're launching. We're in the middle of launching our 6-month membership that's strictly for aspiring and new coaches and consultants. And so I want to help you guys be able to start a profitable coaching business, not just any coaching business, a profitable one. I want you to make money. So I want to do this series to be able to support you and to help you to be able to do just that. So let me go. Boom. Okay, I've shared it out. So let me go on my Instagram because I go live on all pages at the same time. That's what I do. And so I want you to do it too. I just feel like, I would like to maximize my effort. So while I'm already here and I'm already doing it already, let me do it over there too. So that's how I be feeling. I know some people be like, oh, that's just too much. I'm not about to do all that. Do what works for you. But as for me and mine, this is what I want to do. Hey, take it off airplane mode. And I've been remembering to put my phone on airplane mode. Because I forget sometimes and then calls come through and it just messes up my entire recording. And I'm always just really mad when that happens. So don't do that. 6 mistakes most coaches. Most coaches make their first year business. There. I just want to make sure my title is good there. First year of business. Anybody a new coach? Year of business. Okay. Select all. Copy. Boom. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this right here. I kind of like it right there. So let's just do that. See if I put it on airplane mode. Okay, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. I'm ready. Hi Instagram. How are you? I am live on my Instagram page as well as my all my other pages. Okay, I'm live on all other pages. Okay, so today we're going to get into it. Hi everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, how are you? How are you? How's everyone? Baby, I came with real notes today, okay? Y'all know I usually be having my little scribble notes. I got real notes. I'm talking about I got real notes today, okay? Real notes. I thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you coming. If you can invite two of your friends, I would greatly appreciate that too. Hopefully, you guys have a good energy today. I came with good energy today. So I'm hoping you guys have good energy today. Hey. So if you can share this out, I would so greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Blue always look. Thank you, because blue and work it gotta be this type of blue though. And like green, those are like my colors. So I appreciate you noticing. Thank you very much. So today I want to talk about, so I've been in business for 10 years, okay? Like, yes, 10 years. And so I want to talk about the coaching mistakes that I see like first year coaches make, because I make these same things too. But we're in launch mode right now for our 6-month membership program, where I am showing aspiring coaches and consultants and new. I feel like for me, you're new to me if you have not made 6 figures yet. To me, you are still a new coach. Like if you have not crossed the 6-figure threshold yet, I still consider that to be a new coach, because it's something that you're doing that hasn't got you over that hump. So I know most people, they usually go with like time. That's not my thing. That isn't my thing. Like, oh, if you only been doing it for a year, like for me, it's about the money and the impact. So if you have not impacted this amount of people and you have not made this amount of money, it's something inside of the infrastructure that is not working. It's something that is not clicking. So to me, you're still considered new. Hey, Janelle. So our coaching and consulting 6-month membership program is for aspiring coaches and consultants, and or those that have not quite hit 6 figures as of yet. And so we're in launch mode right now. We start on June 1st. I would greatly appreciate if you would apply to it. It's the dopegeniussociety.com. So dope and then genius and then society.com for you to be able to apply. Okay. We're in launch mode right now. We already have people who've already enrolled already. So I'm super excited for it. So if you are looking to take your skill set and to be able to build a profitable coaching business, I would love it if you would apply. And I've been getting a lot of corporate professionals too, because I feel like your intellectual property that you have is valuable. And so you should definitely start. But also people who are like in like the beauty industry, and or like you have a product-based business. I feel like all businesses should have a coaching and consultant division in it, because you're giving away your intellectual property for free every single day anyway. Like you're already coaching and consulting already for free. So why not put the processes and the systems in place so that you can get paid for it? Because most of the time, like we don't have anything set up. So it just causes us to just do it for free. But if you had something already set up, like, oh, I think that's a good question, get on my calendar so we can talk about it, you would run the business that you're already doing, you would get paid for it. And so I feel like all businesses should have a coaching and consulting component. Even if that's not your main thing, you should definitely have a coaching and consulting division. You should have a link. If somebody got questions, I think that's a great question. In order for me to properly serve you, you need to get on my schedule. And to get on my schedule and for me to be able to invest into you, this is the investment for it. Click here and let me know when you're ready to have a conversation. Like, move right on along. So I feel like all businesses should have it. That's just this is the Bianca show, so that's just my opinion. So yeah. But I want to talk to you today about the mistakes. And so if this is your first time to my training, I want to thank you. I do not like dusty energy because I'm not giving you that. And so I like really good energy. And so we're really interactive in my lives. So if you are ready, can you put ready in the comments? If you are ready, put ready in the comments. You are ready, put ready in the comments. Thank you. If you are ready, put ready in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Kiki. Ready in the comments. Ready. Absolutely. Please share this out. I would so greatly appreciate it. Hey, Danica, I'm gonna be to see you on Saturday. Hey, girl. I'm coming to the prom send off. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I want to just talk about I want to just talk about like the mistakes, right? It's a lot of them. but I just want to go over kind of just the main ones that I see, right? And so one of the first mistakes that I see that new coaches and consultants make is that your skill set isn't as strong as you think. Like your skill set isn't as strong, right, as you think. Just because you got results for yourself doesn't mean that you can get results for somebody else. You know, I could do my own hair, but I can't do nobody else's hair. You know, I could put on a little makeup, but I damn sure ain't about to try to do nobody else makeup. And so I think a lot of times when you first start out, you feel like since you worked in a corporate setting or in another setting and you were able to get yourself results, that you're able to do it for somebody else. And that's not the case. And so a lot of us have this where we think that our skill set is strong. And I meet so many people and I'm like, well, how you get that from that? Okay, well, that's probably why the people not coming back because your skill set is not as strong as you think. And so that's a really hard conversation that you have to have. And you have to be really transparent with that because a lot of us think like, oh my God, we're just the best, we're amazing, that we're just good. Probably not, especially not your first year. I think probably not, like out of the gate, like it's not as strong, which brings me to number two. You charge before you actually do the work for free, right? I know that people are on social media like, yeah, you should charge your worth, you should charge your worth. And I don't mean no disrespect, but you don't have a worth yet as an entrepreneur. In corporate, you did, and your other business, you did. But as over here, none of that matters. Your degrees, your accolades, all of that, none of that matters over here. It's people that are high school dropouts that's making 8-9 figures. So I think when you come over here, you feel like I run into this a lot. Like I'll tell a client, okay, this how much it should be charged. And then you want to tell me based on your experience, based on your accolades, based on your certifications, that this is the price that you want to charge. What you deem valuable and what I deem valuable, it got to make sense for me to be able to give you my money. And so a lot of times you guys are basing entrepreneurship off your corporate level. Like, well, I got 7 degrees, 5 certifications, that's cute. Over there, they care about that over there. Over here, we care about none of that. We do not care about any of that over here. Over here, you're starting from scratch. Over here, like my stepson, he's about to go to college, right? So he graduates in a couple weeks. He go to college. Right now, he's the head person in charge at his school because he's a senior. When he goes to college, you're starting over. You're at the bottom. You're a freshman. And I think a lot of you are not willing to do that. Like you feel like in corporate or in your job, like you was like the person. None of that rank transfer over here. So if you are dedicated to your rank, climb the corporate ladder. That makes sense over there. But over here, you have no weight. And so I think that when you come over here, it's like, well, I'm worth this amount. You're worth whatever I deem worthy of because I'm the consumer. So you could think all day that your intellectual property and based on what you bring to the marketplace in corporate and based on your accolades is worth $90,000 because that's what they paid you in corporate. That's cute over there. Over here, where your receipts at? You don't have who else have you done that for? Where are your capability statement? Where's your testimonials? Where's your white papers? Where are the people that said that you was good? But you like to take the experience over there and think that it hold weight over here. And so now you in your feelings because you was a high six figure, 7-degree earner over there. Well, go back over there. Because over here, it doesn't hold any weight. And so that allows you not to do free, right? I ain't doing no free work. Like I know my worth. Like I'm not doing that. Free is what builds up the like, know, and trust. Free is what builds up your business acumen. Like free is what gives you the ability to learn how to do business. Free is what allows you to be able to politic in different circles. Free allows you to be able to be committed to your rebuttals and be committed to the upsells and the cross sells and to deal with multiple different personalities and to work on your sales strategy and work on the different things that's going on in the marketplace. That's what free does. And so a lot of times you work with so many different people. And like when you work with me, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, who else have you done this for? Nobody. Well, how you think you charging that for that? Where are the receipts? Where's the white papers? Like, where are the people that already said that you good? Because you telling me you good and that you great does absolutely positively nothing for my bank account. Like, I'm not giving you my debit card or my Amex because you decided that in corporate I was the best. So over here I'm good too. Who else said that? Where your receipts at? You ain't got no pictures. You ain't got no video testimonials. You want me to go off your word? No, that ain't gonna work. So we don't build it. But in corporate, you built it, right? You was climbing the corporate ladder. You know, you was working late, early mornings. You know, you was doing all of the work to get these little notches so that you can keep excelling. It's the same ball game over here. You have to do that same thing over here. And I think we're not into that. Like, we feel like I pay my dues. You paid your dues in corporate. You ain't pay your dues as an entrepreneur. Like, and if you have that mindset and that mentality, just stay over there. Because we feel like I pay my dues. You know, I've been doing this for forever. I know what I'm doing. You knew what you was doing in corporate. You knew what you was doing at that job. You don't know what you're doing over here. And I was that person too. Like, I made this company all this money. I could do it for myself. And I know you're at work right now and you feel like, damn, I'm running this company by myself. You're not. It's just not that many people. You know, it's a lot of layoffs, you're kind of short staff. But if nobody showed up at work today, even the CEO, you would not be able to do everybody's job. I know in your mind, you feel like they're like, I'm doing all of this. Right. But you came in on something that was built. You fulfilled a job description. That's what you do. You are a task master. You are not a CEO. And I think that we think that, like, because that was me. Like, I'm running this company. I'm not running anything. I'm doing a job description. But it was the CEO that went out there to get the contract, to get the client, to get the check, to be able to pay me. I'm just fulfilling the obligations of the contract. I'm just fulfilling the obligations of the contract. That's it. That is it. I didn't have to build it from scratch. I didn't have to implement the process and procedures. I don't have to make sure that payroll is able to be paid. I don't have to make sure that taxes are paid, insurance is paid. I don't have to make sure that I build a company morale. I don't have to do any of that. I just have to do my job. Over there, you was winning. Over here, you're starting from ground zero, from scratch. And so we don't want to take into account that. And so we developed this like I was making money over there. Over here, I ain't doing it for free. Over here, I can't pay you $100 an hour for your time, but you was making $30 over there. But now you too good to take $100 for an hour. Like, it's like, oh, over there, I'll let them pay me that. But over here, I got new rules. You have to build over here. Because remember, you're competing with me. And I've been doing this shit for 10 years. So my price and how I move is my price and how I move. I've been doing this for a long time. You just got here. You just got here. You got to pay your dues like everybody else. You got to work your way up like everybody else. Just because over there you was hot stuff over here you are a freshman. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay, you have to work your way up. And a lot of new entrepreneurs, especially new coaches, like it doesn't click for you because in your mind, your ego was so big over there. Go back over there. Like, you don't have to come over here with us. Like, I promise you, you don't have to come over here with us. I would love for you too. But if you're not going to switch your mindset and your mentality to understand that it takes time to build this, and you've built somebody else's dream for a very long time. Now you come up here in your dream and now you got stipulations. How? Like, how? Over there, you was hustling and bustling for 3 years. Now you done started it in 2 months and you trying to see results. You didn't see no real results over there. So now that you can control the narrative over here, and really build it and keep all the money that you make over here, you got all these stipulations. Like, I gotta work between it, and I gotta make it then, and I gotta do this. I don't think this for you. I think you should. I think you should go back over there. And so you're not doing free long enough. Like, you let these social media memes. I'm gonna get charged my worth. You don't have no worth as an entrepreneur. You just got here. Like, you don't have any over here. That reputation does not transfer over here. Okay. So I think that's the second one. You guys are not doing it enough. The first one is you feel like your skill set is strong and it's not as strong. And the reason why it's not as strong is because you haven't done it enough yet for it to be able to make sense. So number one is you think that your skill set is that strong. It's not, right? Like just because you get results for you, can you get it for other people? Well, how you know you can get it for other people if you have not tried? If you like, well, in corporate, I was, making 150,000. So over here in my own business, I'm not taking less than, $30 an hour. Let's start off with you doing some free first. Let's start off with free, right? I know social media make it very clear that you should charge your worth, but you don't have any over here. You're starting from the bottom. Just like in high school, you might be a senior and you might be like the jock and you might be like the popular person. When you become a freshman in college, you have none of that. You starting over. Like that reputation didn't take you over here. Like you built up to that. And so I think that you're not willing to put in the work to build up over here. But free is your best teacher. Like, no, I don't do anything for free now. Outside of what I deem free, which is these live trainings, anything outside of these live trainings and anything outside of what I deem as free, it's a fee. Like I'm not wavering on it. I'm standing on it. Like I said what I said. But I also been doing this for a very long time. So I think that you have to try out the skill set on multiple different people in multiple different sectors. Like you got to have certain type of like KPIs, which is key performance metrics. Like you got to have these metrics in place so that you can know how you should position and how you should move. But you get into this social media lingo where you like, okay, well, she charged and we do the same thing. We don't do the same thing. I've been doing this for 10 years. Just because you do what I do at your job does not mean you can do what I do as an entrepreneur. You did that at your job. It's a totally different ball game over here to do it for yourself. And so I get people like, okay, well, you're a project manager and I'm a project manager. Right. But you're a project manager at those people job, not over here. So the money won't translate. The way it positions won't translate. Like you can't charge that. You have no receipts, no accolades, no nothing. Like you can't charge that. So you have to position it differently. A lot of you don't come from a servant leadership position. Like I know I charge and I get paid well, but I also come from a servant leadership perspective where I'm willing to do this, but in exchange, I want this, this, and this. I do free with a purpose. So this intellectual property that I'm giving you right now, this is an entire sale. I am on here. I'm giving you my intellectual property because what am I selling? I want you to join my membership program. So this is free with a purpose. I'm not just up here just to be up here, right? It's a method to my madness. This is a strategy. Like this is the marketing flow. This is a money generating activity. And so I'm just not up here just to be up here. I'm up here to showcase my intellectual property so we can build a like, know, and trust, so we can develop a relationship, so it can be that much closer to coming on my email list, so that much closer opening my emails, that much closer coming to some of my trainings, and that much closer to giving me some money. Like I'm just not on here just to be on here. But I'm good at what I do because I showed up consistently. I went live for 4 years every single day, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. And so I'm able to do this, read the comments, look at my iPad, right? And be able to engage and talk to you because I've been doing this for a long time. I didn't just start this today. And so you have to figure out, how does this work for you? How can you fit this to make it make sense for where you're trying to go? So I believe that you should definitely do free, but with a purpose. Even if you're doing like free work, how many you gonna do? Put a cap. I'm gonna do 10 of these. In exchange for these 10, I want a video testimonial, a written testimonial, and I want to be able to use this for marketing collateral. So so just have it. I am $1,000 an hour person, but in order for me to be able to build it, I want you to build the like, know, and trust. So I'm willing to do this for you for free in exchange for blah, blah, blah. But I change your lingo. I'm not doing anything for free. I'm willing to pay for an hour of my time to give it to you, right? Like I'm giving you an hour of my paid time. So since it's my paid time, I'm willing to pay myself for this hour to give you this intellectual property. So you have to change your thinking and change your lingo. I'm not giving you this for free. I paid myself. So since I paid me, I'm willing to give this to you in exchange for you commenting back, in exchange for you sharing it out, in exchange for you inviting a couple people, in exchange for you joining my email list, in exchange for you applying to join my program, right? But I'm not giving you this for free. I've paid me already. So this is me, right? I paid for the time. What I'm gonna do for it? Well, I'm gonna go live. Let me go live. But I've already paid me already. So you have to position your thinking and how you move. But you have to be able to try out the work. Like I wanna try the milk before I buy the cow. Like everybody that you want to give you some money, you have to let them try you out first. But the caveat to that is you can't deem how you gonna try me out, right? Like you have to have, like I got over 1,000 YouTube videos. Like I went live every single day. So I got a lot of collateral blogs, podcast interviews. I have a lot of stuff for you to try me before you give me some money. So when it's time to have the conversation, I've already showcased my value already. A lot of you don't showcase enough value, right? Which is number 3. You don't showcase your value, which is why people don't pay you. Because in your mind, you feel like, well, they should have to pay. I am all for us charging for our intellectual property. Absolutely. I that's what I do for a living. But if you don't have enough to be able to give and then enough to be able to sell, this is something that you should not be doing. It's just you're not ready yet. So if you feel like, dang, like if I give them all this away, what I'm gonna have to give, you don't have enough. And so I try to tell people that, like, why not just give it all? Like, give all. That's all you got. Oh well, we gotta go back to the drawing board. That ain't gonna work. That's it. Oh, that's why you scared to give it away, because that's all you got. You don't have enough. You shouldn't even be thinking about charging. Yeah, baby, you need some more intellectual property. That's not enough. And so you gotta think. You're teaching people from, and people get so mad when I say this, but remember when you was dumb and you was trying to figure it out and you was up at night Googling and you just couldn't figure it out and you educated yourself? That's where you're teaching from. You're teaching us from an infant stage. We know nothing. We know absolutely positively nothing. This is not our common sense. This is not our area of expertise. So you're teaching us from that level where we are an infant. So everything that you do, we soaking it up. That's where you teach from. You teach from that level because you're trying to build up our acumen about what you do and how you do it so we can eventually give you some money. You're not teaching from college level. Like that's not where you're teaching. You're teaching from when you was up at night and you was Googling and you was trying to figure it out. That's what that's where you're teaching from. And then once they give you some money, you can then increase the information that you give. But a lot of times we feel like, well, I got all this intellectual property and I ain't about to give it away for free. Well, how I'm gonna give you some money if I don't know what I'm buying? Like, you ain't gonna give me a sample. Like, you ain't gonna let me try it. Where can I go? I tell people all the time, like, where can people go to try you before they buy you? Like, I mean, my price is $1,000. So if they don't know, well, how am I know that I want to give you $1,000? Like, how do I know that you're worthy of my $1,000? Like, where else can I see this? I mean, they got to give me the money first. So I got to give you the money first to be able to see. That makes no sense. So if you start to, I tell people all the time, develop your intellectual property collateral. Like, where can they go see you? You go live every single day, right? Like, hey, go watch my live videos. I talked to somebody today. I was like, well, you just met me. I ain't trying to get your money today. Like, I want to, because it's a different type of dollar over here. So I want you to build up to that. So let me send you some articles, let me send you some videos. I'm going live today. Like, try me out first. Because when you come over here, the price is the price. So I want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. So here goes try me out first. You have to have something for people to be able to try you before they buy you. Like, I don't know why that don't click, but you've worked with people that have said, you should be charging your work. Where's the worth at? Like, where is it at? Like, can I go see it? Can I go touch it? Like, where's the worth at? I'm confused. You want me to call your 5 bosses that you had to ask them your worth? Like, where's the worth at so I can know? Where's the proof of the work? Where are the videos? Where are the testimonials? Where's the training? Where's the articles? Where's the blogs? Like, where is it at so I can give you some money? Like, point me in the direction of that, and then we can have a conversation about some money. If you don't have that, you should not be charging. If you don't have that, you ain't got enough for me to research. You shouldn't be charging. You don't have enough. Like you don't have enough. You don't have a digital footprint. You don't have enough to make any money. So let's start there. You don't have enough. But the caveat to that is, if you would use yourself as the focus group, as the research and development, like people that work out, like they start, like we watch them on TikTok and on Facebook, like we see like where they started, and then they post the journey consistently every single day. Well, it worked. Hopefully it can work for me. Hey, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds. I see what you did. I see where you were at. Like, they have a proven case study. They have used themselves as the test dummy. We have watched them for 8 months do this. I'm convinced. Absolutely. It help. Can you try it on me too? How much does it cost for you to try what you just did for you? For me. You can now ask for some money, right? You've been doing it for 8 months. We've seen it. You've gave us tips and tricks along the way, what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat, when we should sleep, what vitamins we need to take, what workout works best. We've saw the journey. You didn't just pop up on our timeline today. We've watched you do it. I'm absolutely going to give you money. But a lot of times you guys are not willing to be transparent into your story, into your process. Like, you want to be the best kept secret, but you want to come on social media and be like, my rate is 1,000 miles an hour. Who rate is 1,000 miles an hour? Like, where did you get that from? And so you're not putting in the work for me to want to work with you, right? You could have the best price and the best packages, the best service, the best whatever. If I don't believe it, I'm not giving you my money. You could talk to you blue in the face. So I think that you have to have something where somebody can try you before they buy you. And you can make it on your own. You can't come up here and tell me I got to give you an hour of my time because you're trying to try me before you buy me. That ain't how this works. You deem the vessel that you want to give. So but the caveat to that is, you can't tell me that you want me to give you money when I have not seen you in action. So you have to determine the vessel. It could be a podcast. It could be a YouTube series. It could be you going live. But you got to think, this AI stuff is like taking over right now. So a lot of people are not who they post to be, right? So you have to do something different so that people can build the like, know, and trust. This live, I have no questions what you're going to ask me. I have no clue, right? So as these questions come in, I have to be able to answer them because that's what I post to be. So if you're asking me questions and I don't know the answer, I don't have time to put in AI what the answer to the question is right now. The shit is coming live. So I gotta know. So a lot of times right now, the research and the lengths that people are about to go through now to be a person that they're not, it's a totally different ball game. So you, as the person, as the professional that really do this, you have to show up. Like, you have to show up in live settings now where a person knows that you are the person that you say you are. So these live broadcasts, your live trainings, your in-person sessions, right? Your podcast interviews, like that live is going to have to take a different type of toll, right? It's going to separate you from the people who say they do this and the people that really don't do this. And so you have to figure out, where are you going to be consistent in the marketplace for people to be able to try you before they have to buy you? Where is that? What does that look like? Tips, tricks, whatever the case might be. And be clear, a lot of your content that you guys are posting is lifestyle content. But it's not content that's going to make me give you some money. Just because you make a video of you posting, making your bed every day and cleaning up your kitchen, are you selling the sheets? Are you selling the dishes? Are you selling the soap? Like, what are you selling? So just because you post consistently every single day does not mean that you're posting informational, thought leader type content for me to give you my money. You doing your hair every day, but you don't do hair. Are you selling a product? Do you make a product? Like, where is the value for me to give you my money? You on vacation every day. Are you a travel agent? Like, Do you own the hotel? Like, where is the information to convert me from a viewer to a person that wants to give you my money? Like, a lot of you don't think like that. Like, if I post videos of me every day doing my hair, in your mind, I'm a hairstylist. Or in your mind, I sell hair care products. A lot of you are posting this lifestyle content, but it's not content to get me to give you my money. If I make a video every day of me making up my bed, but I'm not giving you tips. So it could be a video of me making up my bed, and I can say 3 things you need to do to be a successful entrepreneur. That's what I need to tell you. Not me making up my bed and like have a good day. Not me making my coffee and have a good day. So your visuals, my visuals is lifestyle. I live a lit life. I'm trying to show you that I work a couple hours a day. I got my systems and my processes. You know, I built this business. I want you to have this freedom too. And I want you to make the money that you deserve and that you desire. So I show my lifestyle, but I'm not showing you my bag and was like, yeah, we went to dinner today. No, I'm gonna say the 3 things you need to do so that you can get in a new tax bracket. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And work with me so I can help you get this bag too. Click the link in the bio so we can have a conversation. I'm not just posting bags, clothes, shoes, and vacation. I'm lifestyle content, but I'm an infopreneur. I'm a real business owner. I'm not a person that's making a bed and making a coffee just to make a bed and make a coffee. I'm giving you tips and tricks on how you can acquire this too. I'm trying to tell you, I'm on vacation. Work with me for 6 months so you can take your whole family on vacation. Click the link in the bio so we can have a conversation. I'm not out here playing. Like, but a lot of your content, you're playing. You feel like, dang, I'm showing the bags and the clothes and the shoes. Right. That sound like your bag. That sound like your clothes. That sound like your shoes. That don't sound like you trying to help me. That sound like you just trying to flex and show me your clothes, bag, and shoes. Show me how I can get some clothes, bags, and shoes. Help me. But a lot of you are not positioning it that way. And so I see a lot of people making those mistakes. Like, yeah, lifestyle, definitely. We aspire to have that. So tell me how to get it. We aspire to have it. Tell me how to get it. Give me some tips. Give me some tricks. Give me something. But you showing these pictures, making your bed, and like, well, I posted today. Ain't nobody buy today. Are you selling sheets? Are you selling the fabric softener? You selling a humidifier? What you selling? Cause it looked like you selling sheets, but I don't see no sheets to be able to purchase. So understand that the content that you post, absolutely, we are on social media. You need visuals, you need pretty pictures, you need reels, you need all of those things, right? That's just to hook the person in. Now that I see you on vacation, I'm about to read. What am I reading? Like, what are you educating me on? Well, like, what am I about to, what are we doing here? So I think a lot of you make that mistake, is not not understanding the strategies that you're putting into play. Just because she make a bed and she got 1 million followers, she ain't selling nothing. She's a blogger. She does affiliate marketing. Those sheets, I bet you would say, these are the best sheets I ever had in my life. I slept like a baby. Use promo code Bianca to get 50% off. She making her money. That's her job. It ain't your job. And you ain't selling sheets. Don't do what she doing. What's your strategy? And I think we look at that like, okay, well, they going out to dinner. They posting lifestyle content. They on vacation, right? But did you read? Did you see what she was doing? Do you understand her job? Do you understand her call to action? Do you understand what she's selling? You just like, nah, she made her bed, so I'm gonna make my bed too. Right. Do you got a 31-day consistency challenge and you tell people making your bed is the one thing that you can do to bring yourself to consistency? So you make your bed every day is the visual, but you giving me a tip every single day and then you upselling me to tell me to join your 31-day consistency challenge. Like, what are we selling? But a lot of times we're not on here selling. When I'm on here to make my money, I really am. I'm not on here to scroll. I, I'm not on here just to look. I'm on social media because this is where I make my money. So therefore, I'm positioned to make the money. This is where I get my clients. So I show up every day as a person that you should want to get some money to. I show up as a person that has the information that you need to get you to the next level. I show up as a person who have already done it already. So I want to give you my trials and tribulations on what not to do. I show up as an authority in my industry. I show up as a thought leader in the industry that I am in so that I can help you get to the next level for a fee. It's for a fee. It's for a price. It's for some money. I'm not just showing up on here just to show up on here. So I think that's the thing that you guys don't understand. Like, yeah, you need content. How you position the content is very important. Stop just posting pictures of you and your kids eating ice cream. Like, are you selling ice cream? Are you selling the shoes your kid got? Like, put me in the mindset of business. Like, I could post a picture right now of me and my kids because when I pick them up, they want to get ice cream. I'm not going to say it's a Thursday. We eating ice cream. Look at my kids. They cute. I'm gonna say I remember it was a time when I had more bills than I had money and I was totally stressed out. So me being able to be in the park with my kids right now, having ice cream and still made 5 sales for my new program means everything to me. I want to show you how you could be at the park eating ice cream with your kids too. All you gotta do is click the link in the bio so we can have a conversation so I can show you how to get in a position so you can stop looking at me and you can join me. Let's have a conversation. That's what my content gonna say. That's what mine gonna say. Not I like butter pecan ice cream. What type of ice cream you like? Less I'm selling ice cream. Less I'm selling the cones. Less that was one of the clients that I'm working with to sell the ice cream. But I'm not about to be posting a picture because remember, it's a billion people on social media that do what it is that you do. It's a million of them. You talking about ice cream? She talking about helping me be able to be at home with my kids so we can eat ice cream. I'm gonna go over there with her. But you cute though. But I'm gonna go over there with her. Same visuals, just how you position the visuals. We are on social media to either be educated or entertained. Try to do both. But if you can't do both, I would rather educate you. I'd rather you educate me than entertain me. Because I could put in a DVD, I could watch a YouTube video. I could do that for entertainment. Are you trying to be a comedian? Are you trying to, get into movies? Because that's their lane. You have to figure out what lane works best for you and how does that get you to your overall goal. I would prefer if you was a thought leader. I would prefer if people was paying you the money that you deserve and that you desire for the knowledge that you have acquired, right? I would prefer if you build a brand of people that like what you talked about, but they also like your hair, right? A lot of you have followers that like you, which, right, is you building a brand, but also sell them now on something too. Like sell them on something too. I feel like we buy from people that we like, know, and trust. So you have to have the brand. I feel like having a personal brand will take you way farther than just having a business, right? But I feel like now that you personally like, know, and trust me, I could sell dog food if I want to because you rock with me. I could sell you this tripod if I want to, right? Because you rock with me. So when you build a brand, you're in a totally different ball game. When you have a business, that's just paperwork. We all have businesses, like we all do. But you have to position yourself as a person that I like and I want to get her money too. Okay, I like her, but I don't really need her services, but my sister do. I like her. Her son named Camden. My son name is Camden. I like her. I like her a lot. I don't need her services, but my auntie do. Like, I'm gonna tell you about this girl Bianca. Like, I don't need her services right now, but I really like her and her son named Camden. Like, your son name is Camden. You should go ahead and talk to her. You want me to go ahead and connect y'all in a DM message? Hey, girl, I like you. I follow you. I don't need your services, but my sister do. Let me go and connect y'all in a message. That's what you're looking for. Not she wear cute clothes. Are you a stylist? Like, what you selling? So I think a lot of you don't think about that, right? And then the last one, if you're ready for the number 5, put 5 in the comments. So you ready for number 5, put 5 in the comments. So you ready for number 5, put 5 in the comments. So number 1, I think, was your skill set isn't as strong. Number 2, you're charging before anybody like purchase. Like, you can't be charging for something that you don't know you can get results, right? Like, you just can't be out here just like, I was $100,000 person at my corporate job, so I'm $100,000 person over here. You are a $0 person over here because this is a new industry. This is a new lane. That weight don't carry over here, babe. It does not. You can use it now. The caveat to that is I'm all about using it. So absolutely, make your white papers, make your case studies, do your testimonial, build your business portfolio, and let them know this all of the stuff that I've done. This what I could do for you. Absolutely. Have it carry weight over here. But you just saying, like, I've been in banking for the past 15 years. Right. That was over there with them. What they got to do with you and me over here? Like, what does that have to do with, over here? I don't think we think about that. Your content, like, it has to be positioned as you being a thought leader. Like, I don't care about your clothes, bags, and shoes. Can you help me? Can you show me? You got some tips and tricks to get me closer to that? Like, can we work together so you can help me with that? Being a influence that has impact, right, will help you increase your overall income. Okay. So I'm gonna teach you all this in membership, right? So go to dopegenius.com to be able to apply for our 6-month membership so that I can help you be able to do this, right? I'm dedicated to it. I got you. Okay. Last one. You guys like seek validation from the people that's online. Like you seek like the validation from the people online and the people like that you work with. Like you're needing them to kind of pat you on the back so you can feel confident in what it is that you're doing. In 2021, right? You know, we follow people, we interact with people, right? But in 2021, like it was just all over the internet. Like they was like really mad. Like people like were like in an uproar. I unfollowed everybody that I ever followed on social media. Like I unfollowed everybody, right? I became in this little bubble, right? If you have nothing to compare it to and all you have is your plan, you become very ignorant of what's going on in the outside world, right? It's just this my plan, this what I'm sticking to. I have tunnel vision. I don't follow people that do what it is that I do. And I love them. I send them clients all the time. We partner on things all the time. But I don't follow people that do what it is that I do, right? I have this little bubble. So it is not, I know what my plan is for the whole year. I don't have like, oh my God, they doing that. I should go ahead and do that too. Oh man, it looked like her launch going better than mine. Oh God, that's what her copy say. Let me figure it out. I am very ignorant to what is going on over there. So in my mind, all I have is my plan. So it has no choice but to work because that's all I see. What you see and what you listen to affects how you move. No matter what we say, we all do the comparison. That's why you think your body not is good because you're looking at other people's body. Like, dang. But if you had nothing to compare it to, you'd be like, oh my God, I look great. Right? That's why you have these insecurities that you have because you're comparing it to other people that do what it is that you do. But if you had this tunnel vision where all you see is what you do and how you operate, it would go so much better for you. Like you would really win because you don't know what's going over there. All you know is your plan. And so you follow people that enhance what it is that you do, right? Enhances it. So, for me, right, I'm a business strategist and a project manager. Follow a lot of life coaches. I follow a lot of health coaches, right? I follow a lot of finance people, right? I follow a lot of lawyers, right? I follow a lot of people that enhance what it is that I do, right? Like, oh, okay, well, I ain't switching my plan. Oh, I can add that. Oh, I like how she said that. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, I'm looking for this. This my plan. I'm looking for help on this. Let me add this. How much does that cost? What's the investment for that? So I follow people that enhance and strengthens the plan that I already have. Not somebody that is doing what it is that I'm doing, because therefore you might be like, oh my God, I'm about to kill it. Whole time you make no sales. Over there, it look like she winning. She's probably not winning either. But in your mind, it looked like from her content and she out of town that she's winning. So that's going to cause you and your energy to be different. But if you didn't see that, right, you would kind of stick to the plan. And so in 2021, like I unfollowed everybody and it was like, oh my God, like she don't like me. Like, oh my God, like why would you do that? Like it went crazy. Whole time I'm just trying to protect my mental health. Whole time I'm just trying to stay focused on my own thing. Whole time, like I'm just focused on what I'm focused on, right? Like it was like bad, right? But then once we had the conversation, and I didn't go and follow them. Like, oh, okay, well, let me go back and follow. Like my plan is still my plan. And it looks strange because I'm sending them clients, right? I'll be like, oh my God, like let me see how she doing. I'll type their name in, go like their comments and everything, but I'm not following. Right? I'm not following. But it looks strange, like she unfollowed me, but she sent me all these clients. Right. I think you're great. I think you're amazing. What you do is so valuable. I think you're the best thing ever. But I'm focused on my plan. And so I think that once you stop looking for other people to validate your ideas and other people to pat you on the back like that are in your industry, and for your client to say, good job. We know when you're not confident. Like, we can smell your insecurity. Like, we know that. We know when you fishing for compliments. We know when you're fishing for approval. Like, it's not a good look. You develop so much confidence and just like so much, like a totally different level of like security within yourself when, if social media was not around, you would be as strong, but you feel like everybody is winning based on what you see, so therefore it causes you to feel a certain type of way. But if you logged off of social media and work with people that were strictly offline, you would kill it because you have nothing to compare it to. It ain't a lot of people over there that's doing it, right? A lot of people ain't meeting these people. Like, you're in your lane. And so I tell my clients all the time, like, what's your offline money look like? What's your offline client acquisition like? What does that look like? Right? You should probably do some offline stuff because social media is making you feel like you're not winning, that you don't have it, that everything is going wrong, everything you put out is incorrect. But if you get you some offline processes and procedures, that would help you build up the confidence for you to be coming over here. And the fact that you follow 30 people that do what it is that you do every day, it look like they winning and you're losing. Whole time you're winning. If you would just get out your head, you would see that you are winning. You're the best thing ever. Like, you're the dopest person ever. Like, you are worthy of the level of success that you desire. Like, you're worthy of being the person in your notebook. Like, it's in your birthright to be successful. Like, you would see that though if you wasn't online with all of us, because now I've been doing this for 10 years. So you looking like, oh my gosh, she got these funnels, she get these type of clients, she travel. Right, I've been doing this for a long time. Don't compare your year 1 with my year 10. Like, you gonna lose every time. Like, I can't compare my year 10 to somebody that's been doing it for 30 years. Like, I'm gonna lose every time. But you work with people who are in the position that you want to be in. I always tell clients, don't work with somebody that's one step ahead of you, work with somebody that's 10 steps ahead of you. Not one step, because you could get to the, if I was making $90,000 and I wanted a person to show me how to make $100,000, I wouldn't invest because I'm already at 90. I'm spending all this money to learn how to make an extra 10. Nah, that I feel like I can figure that out on my own. But if I'm making 90 and this person make 8 figures, right? They're gonna teach me a lot of stuff along the way. They right. So you don't work with somebody that's a step above you. You work with somebody that's multiple steps, right? Because you're gonna learn so much that it's going to speed up your process. Like, you're going to get to where you're going faster. They're going to teach you this and teach you that and teach you that and give you this. So it's going to speed up your process. But I tell people, don't work with somebody that's like a little bit, like if I make 50,000 and you make 60,000, yeah, that would make, we both need we both need help. So I wouldn't be like, oh, let me go ahead and work. Like, if I get 1 speaking engagement a year and you get 2 speaking engagements a year, then we both need help. Like, you can't help me get more speaking engagements. You only get 1 more than me. So, right. But if you get 1 speaking engagement and you want to get 20 speaking engagements, a person that get 10 speaking engagements a month versus your 1 might work. But if I only get 2 and you get 1, the math don't math. We're doing the same thing. So you want to work with somebody who is a level or 2 kind of ahead so that they can give you everything plus what you need, because you're gonna get the thing that you need, but also they'll expand your thinking, right? They'll stretch your endurance. They'll give you different ways and different avenues to do things that you didn't even think, like that you did. Like, I would have never even thought of that, right? Because my business maturity and what I've been through gave me that information. If I'm a year 1 and you a year 1, like, that ain't enough. So you want to work with somebody who is in, a couple steps more than a couple. More than a couple. And I know you like, well, money. I'm not saying from a money perspective either. I'm saying from an influence perspective. I'm saying from a trial and tribulation perspective. I'm saying from a mindset perspective. I'm saying from a community perspective, from an influence perspective, not just from a money. But at the end of the day, we all on here to make money, right? And so I think a lot of people shy away from that conversation. I'm trying to build my influence and my impact so I can make some money. I want to be popular and paid, right? And people always say, like, I would rather be paid than popular. They go hand in hand. If more people know you, more people like you, more people trust you, that means more people can give you money. So it's not an either or. Like, I like to work with people that want both. I want you to have the influence. I want your name to be able to open up rooms and doors. Like, I want people to be like, dang, like, I know her. Like, she's great. Let me introduce you to her. You know, a lot of people like, well, you know, I'd rather be paid than popular. Yeah, if I had to pick, I would pick paid too, but you don't have to pick. You could be both. We live in a society where you can be both. The more eyes on you, right? The more hands you shake, the more people you are around, you can weed out. No, I don't really want that. No, I don't really want that. Like if you was in a location that only had one restaurant, you don't really got a lot of options. But if it's like 20 restaurants, right, you have more options. Like, oh, well, you know, I ain't really gotta take that. I can really go over there. But when you are not right building your influence or your impact, it's like, okay, these 3 clients came. I got to take these 3 clients. But when you increase your influence and your impact, you get more people to pick from. Like, oh, it's 30 of them. I only need 10. Okay, well, let's see how it's going to go. Let's do an application process. Let's do a vetting process. Like, let me do a personality assessment. Like, let me see who's coachable. So when you have more to choose from and more in the playing field, it allows you to position yourself differently. And so when you are like working in where you're trying to go, just open up your perspective. Like, don't be so closed-minded. I made the post like how I turned down a client. She was a great client, but I feel like when people have a plan, they're stuck to that plan. And so they can only see their plan. So they're trying to get you to be on board with the methods to how they're going to accomplish the plan. That's a client that's a disaster waiting to happen because they want you to do it how they want you to do it. They want you to see it how they see it, and it's never going to work out like that. So I tell people all the time, if our goal is to go to Miami, our goal is to go to Miami. You might say we got to drive. I might say we might fly. He might say we might need to get on a bus. Another person might say we need to get on a train. We're all going. So now it's a matter of time, energy, resources, how long it's going to take. Now the conversation is different. But if you feel like the only way we got to get there is by bus, that ain't the right way. Like, and so if I tell you anything other than that, then you're thinking that my plan is wrong. You want to work with somebody who has the goal that you have, but the ways to get there is what you pay people for. That's the, if I said I want to lose 30 pounds and I only want to lose it this way, everything that you tell me to do, I'm not going to listen because that ain't the way that I thought. Like that ain't my plan. You could do your own plan in. But when you open it up to say, you know what, this is my goal. How can you help me based on your expertise get to my goal? Conversation is different. And so understanding too, like just a bonus, how to vet people. You know what I'm saying? Like how to figure out which one is for you, which one is not for you. Like that's one of like, you can't teach that. Like that's that interpersonal communication skills. Like that's that skills assessment. Like you only learn that through business maturity. So I think a lot of times when you start off, you have these, I need to know this, I need to know this, I need to know this, and I'm not moving until I know it. You only learn a lot of this stuff through doing. Like I could give you all the processes, the systems, like I could give you all of that. But it's the skill set of you failing and learning and going back to the drawing board that is going to build your business acumen that you need to be able to charge what you want, work with the clients that you deserve and desire, and be able to make the money that you deem yourself worthy of making. And so I really want to work with those who are just at this point where it's like, fuck it, I'll try. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to try. Like, I want to learn something new. I want to do things differently. Like, I'm open to the plan. Like, the person that is just open to the plan. Like, I normally wouldn't do it this way. Right. That's because I'm not you. Right? So I'm open to working with people who are open. Like, you know your goal, the ways for us to accomplish this goal, you're open to. And so I just want to invite you, if you are, you know, ready to take your intellectual property, ready to take your acumen that you've built over the years and charge accordingly for it, but also build up the infrastructure that you need to be able to charge. I am not the person that you come to me and like, I want to make this money. I'm like, okay, we'll charge the person $10,000. That's not me. That's not me. I'm into doing real business, right? I'm into building a long lasting business. I'm into building your reputation where it holds weight, not a get rich quick scheme. That's not me. I'm into building the business on a profitable foundation so that you can work really hard for 6 months and then you can live a life that you deserve and that you desire of luxury, and whatever you see fit for that. So I'm not the person that's like, okay, well, it ain't gonna be hard work. It's absolutely gonna be hard work. It's absolutely gonna be late nights, early mornings. You're definitely gonna have to do a whole bunch of stuff that you don't want to do to get you to where you're trying to go. But I'm into working really hard in the beginning so that you can live the life that you want to live and desire for the remainder. Like, you work really hard when you started that job. Like, I don't know why we get into entrepreneurship and it's like, oh, I ain't trying to do that. You just work like a dog over here. Like, you just work like a dog over here. Like, why you can't put in the same work for yourself? What was your first business ever? My first business ever, I started when I was 19. It was a dog walking business. It was called Royal Dog Walk. I needed somebody to walk my little cute poodle and I couldn't find nobody. So I started to walk dogs for the summer and I made $5,000 in the summer walking dogs. Then my real first business was bookkeeping. What made me an entrepreneur was me starting a bookkeeping business. I quit my corporate job, just start bookkeeping. I hate bookkeeping with a passion, but I was really good at it. I believe in starting profit-based businesses, not passion-based businesses. And so that was one of my skill sets that I had, and it was easy for me to learn how to do business on that. So my first business that I started, what made me an entrepreneur and what helped me quit my job, was bookkeeping. And I tell people that all the time. The business that you start doesn't have to be the business that you keep. You trying to start a business so you can have time freedom and so that you can be able to do things that you want to do and make money on your own. If you waiting to quit your job for your dream job, you're going to be there for forever. If you waiting for the ducks to line up so you can go right into the thing that you absolutely want, you'll be waiting for forever. But if you say, hey, this is my skill set, this is my stepping stone, I'm going to do this for a year. While I'm in this for a year, in month 7, I'm going to start to transition so that I can get closer to doing what it is that I want to do. Things will change for you. But a lot of people feel like, well, if I quit my job, it got to be on the thing that I absolutely want. Absolutely not. I feel like you should never quit your job for the thing you absolutely want because it doesn't love you back yet. You don't have enough business maturity and enough business acumen for it to work in your mind how you want it to work. You just quit a job to start this business. It doesn't look the same. Like, it doesn't make sense. So in your mind, you like, I want this to work. I want this to work when you don't have enough to make it work. So I tell people all the time, like, why are you waiting to quit for the thing that you want? You're going to be that longer. When you get it, you're going to be mad and frustrated because it's not going to work out how you want it to work out because you just don't have enough to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't have enough. So I would say, figure out what's the thing that I'm good at and what's the thing that I'm good at, but I don't like to do. Because when you're good at it and you don't like to do it, you're trying really hard to get what you need to get so you don't have to do it anymore. That was my thing with bookkeeping. I hated it, but I'm really good at it. So I ain't doing a lot of this for free. I ain't giving a lot of discounts. I ain't bending a lot of rules. Very strict on this what I need to do because I don't want to do it. So I'm trying to hurry up and get it done, get what I need to get so I can move on to the thing that I absolutely like. So it's kind of a different type of ball game with that, but good question. Any last minute questions? Hey, Journey, any last minute questions before we log for our segue out? I got a meeting in 6 minutes, so I can stay a little longer for 6 minutes to answer any questions, comments, and concerns. I know it was some questions that came in. Hey, Odell, I know it was some questions that came in. Right. And don't try to qualify your product with the wrong people. Try to find early adopters and that invest in themselves. Agree. I feel like a lot of times, like, we don't do the research and development either. We feel like I put myself into it, I built it, now let me put it out there. But research and development is $1 billion industry. Like, that's why they're willing to pay your dog $200 to eat dog food. That's why they're willing to pay you $1,000 for a sleep study. That's why they're willing to give your kid, $100 Target gift card for them to try their cereal. Because research and development is how they go back to do the product. So when we finally put the product out, our feelings are so wrapped up into it. You didn't put it out. Ain't nobody purchased it. Now you got attitude. Now you discouraged. Who? Just because you built it don't mean that's what I like. And just because you built it that way doesn't mean that that's beneficial to me. You didn't ask me anything. Like, can I try it first? Can you get some feedback? Can we see if it makes sense? I don't really like it like that, but if it was this color, I would probably like it. Okay, we'll go change to the color and say, hey, I changed to the color. You said that if I change to the color, you'll buy it. You gonna buy it? Absolutely. That fits for me. I like it. Like, thank you. But we don't ask other people, either the consumer, right? You have to ask the consumer. Hey, I do it all the time. Like, I'm never making something without asking first, like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, this, and this. It's gonna be about this, this, and this. I'm looking for 5 people who will be interested in this. I'm interested. Okay, let me go make the sales page real quick. Hey, I'm gonna slide in your DM. Hey, I see that you said you was interested in this. Here's the link for it. Are you ready? Absolutely, I'm ready. Like, let's do it. So I already sold it to these 5 people already. Now I'm about to do a full marketing campaign for it because I already got 5 people already. They already said they liked it already. So now I'm about to just ask some more people for some money. But I'm never about to put all my time, energy, effort into building something without asking people their opinion of who I want to purchase it along the way. Y'all spend 40 hours making these courses and classes and all that stuff. Then you put it out and now your emotions is on high. Like, I'm talking about your feelings is on the line. And I don't like it. I don't comment. I don't say nothing. You like, oh, I knew it wasn't for me. No, you just did. No. Why you wait to the end? Why you ain't ask me through the process? Like, why you ain't try it out first? Why you ain't get no beta testers? Like, why you ain't get no focus groups? Like, why you didn't do that? Why you thought that you was gonna build it and everybody was gonna like it? Like, that didn't make any sense. Like, let me try it first. Like, let me have an opinion. Like, I can't have an opinion about it. So, like, we don't do that though. Like, but that's why most businesses only, last for 2 years. Like, most businesses only last for 2 years. Because that first year, you're trying to figure it out. That second year, it's like, I done paid my dues. If they don't like it, I'm closing it. Whole time, year 3 could have been it. Like, I didn't start making any money till year 5. I didn't hit my first 6 figures. I've been in business since October 19th, 2012. I didn't make 6 figures until 4th quarter 2017. I had made 6 figures in 4 months. Before that, I was making a little money here and there, but I didn't make my first 6 figures until quarter 4 2017. And I started October 19th, 2012. Took me all that time to figure it out. But the thing is, you work with people so that they can give you their trials, their tribulations, their blueprint to speed up yourself faster. Like, just because you work with me don't mean you go get my results. Like, I've been doing this for forever. You get my blueprint to speed up your process. Kobe Bryant is my favorite person. So, I mean, I can't train with Kobe for 3 months and expect to be able to do what it is that he do. Like that makes no sense. Like, yeah, I'm here. I'm learning mannerisms. I'm learning what not to do. I'm learning different positions. I'm learning different rebuttals. But I'm not working with him for 3 months and now I think I'm him. Like, I'm not. You can't come through my course and my programs and think you gonna get my results. I've been doing this for a long time. Like, a lot of stuff comes through business maturity. I'm giving you a blueprint to avoid all of the stuff that I went through. But you're still going to have trials and tribulations. You're still going to have pitfalls, right? You're still going to put all your eggs in the basket and the basket going to fall. But you're not working with me to get my results. You're working with me to get my blueprint. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, cool. But you're working with me to learn a blueprint that has been proven to work. Not for you to get my results. You can't get those, right? You can get some of them. You get some tips, you get some tricks, you get some acumen, you can get some mannerisms, you can get some rebuttals, you can get some processes, but you're gonna have to do the work. And I think that we don't, put that into consideration. We like, I'll work with them. If you work with a trainer for 6 months, you're not gonna have the trainer's body. Like, yeah, your body gonna look better. You're gonna learn some new techniques, but you work with a trainer for 6 months, you're not going to look like that trainer that's been putting in that work for 6 years. It's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. It's never going to happen. So I think that we work with people and we expect to get their results. It'll never happen. And so you're going to be let down all the time. Like it's never going to work out. And so once you kind of put into perspective that I'm building my own blueprint, but I'm getting the cheat code because I got that blueprint. I'm gonna put these together. I'm gonna take what I need and then I'm gonna add my own to it, and now I got my own blueprint. You will be fine. But if you think you're about to work with a person and you're gonna be able to get their results, then you're gonna be disappointed each time. And I work with people like, well, I work with that coach and I work with that coach and I didn't get it. Well, what was you trying to get? What was they selling? But the caveat to that is y'all be selling that too. Like, work with me for 6 months and you'll have this body. Like, you get false advertisement too. So they have no choice but to feel some type of way because that's what you advertise. You advertise that if you do this, this, and this, and this, I can guarantee that you're going to look like this. Whole time, no. My thing is if you do this, this, and this, I can guarantee that I'm going to give you a blueprint that has helped me to be able to accomplish this, this, and this, plus 1,000 of my other clients. So if you follow these steps, you'll be in a better position to be able to accomplish these results. But I'm not guaranteeing results. I'm telling you that if you follow this and you do this, you'll be closer to where you're trying to go. But I'm not saying work with me and you're going to be able to get this, this, and this. I'm putting you in position. I'm putting you in the room. You got to close the deal now that you're in the room. I'm putting you at the front of the line. But you got to be able to get in here. You got to be able to showcase your value. You got to be able to close the deal. So I'm guaranteeing that you at the end of the line. And if you come over here, I'm going to put you in front of the line. Once you get up here, you got to do the work. But I'm guaranteeing that you're number 438 in line. Come in here, I'm going to put you in the front of the line. You still got to get in the door. You still got to do the work once you get into the room. You still got to sell to people. You still got to talk. You still got to build your own reputation. I'm just taking you from the end of the line, and I'm just putting you in front of the line. You up here now. What you going to do? Well, we're here now. And so I think that, we sell, not me, because that's not me. Other people sell unrealistic expectations because you're just trying to get the client, right? But that's when you are, I want to be paid and not popular. You don't have that much to pick from, right? You don't have that much to pick from. But if you had a lot to pick from, you can make better choices. You can segment the data better, right? You can do more analysis. Like, you have a better picking. But a lot of times, we want 5 people, we get 5 people. Whole time, them the worst 5 people ever. Why not put in the work to get 50 people and then you pick the 5? Why you let the 5 pick you? Why you ain't pick them? Why you didn't do it so you could pick the 5 that you want? Why you take the first 5 that wanted you? Let's do an application and an analysis so we could pick the person that's best for us, that we work well with. Not just the 5 people who can pay. Like, they got to pay in order to come over here. So I think, just having those conversations is something that's important. So I want to thank you guys for coming. If you're watching it on a replay, hello, share this out as you are watching it. And yeah, our 6-month coaching program for aspiring coaches and consultants and new coaches. For me, if you make under 6 figures, you're new to me. To join our 6-month program, I would love to have you. If you go to dopegeniussociety.com, then, or you could click the link in the bio, like wherever you are, you click the link in the bio to be able to apply. If you have questions while you're watching this on a replay, absolutely message me. We can hop on a call. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I want to be able to support you in this journey. And so I hope that this